Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take me slow.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. Well, the first episode, I should say, of the Hot Mess Podcast, also known as Ready or Not, which, by the way, is a spin-off of my sister's Ready. Well, no, not Ready. Red gets fit. Her fitness journey. So we don't know if this is recording correctly, and it might sound pretty shitty. Here goes nothing. Pretty much. I'm Louis Cruz, joined by my sister Annalise Cruz. We're brother and sister. And my sister, a couple years ago, started a movement. I was just amazed, honestly, because it was during the pandemic when everybody was feeling pretty shitty and not sure about what was going on in the world because we were on pause and she was in college. I was working for a news station at the time. And at least talk about that time period. You were a sophomore in college.
Yeah, so basically I went to Temple University just like my big brother, and they told us we had to leave. And mind you, I was starting my fitness journey. I was all into fitness, going to the fitness classes at Temple, going to the gym at Temple at a walking distance. And when I heard that I had to go home, I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? Like, I got to keep working out. So as soon as I got home, I had to figure out a way to make the basement a gym with all the little bit of equipment that I could find, because at that time, everybody wanted to work out. So I started Red Gets Fit on March 21st of 2020. And from there, I started posting things on Instagram, I wasn't confident enough to post my workouts, but I would write it down and post it. And I started to get a larger audience. And from there, it just went on. I just celebrated my 3rd anniversary this past March.
Congratulations. That's awesome. I'm looking at the Audacity track line right now, and I think our voices are still being recorded right now. So that's great. We got a mixer. We got 2 decent microphones. We're hoping this thing works out. Second podcast is going to be much, much better, but trial and error, right? But anyway, going back to what Annalise was saying, from what I understand, with Red Gets Fit, she's back at mom's house and she's trying to navigate this whole new, circumstance, right? And she starts Red Gets Fit. All right, she begins her fitness journey, and then she gets to other people to come on board. And I admire the fact that she was able to bring this group together, and through technology, able to connect with folks, right?
Yes.
You were doing workouts with people virtually.
Yes. I believe that's like when I thrived the most in Red Gets Fit. Like, I felt like since everyone was at home, everyone wanted to do Zoom workouts, online training. They wanted to follow the videos online. As soon as the world opened up, everyone lost that motivation because there was other things to do. They could go out. But at home, it was like, there's nothing else to do. I guess we can work out. So I was like, my business was like the best it was ever to be. So I loved when we were in the pandemic, and of course not because of the pandemic, but when we were shut down and our focus just had to be on our health and on ourselves, it was great.
And I applaud you for that, because it was a difficult time. We're not making light of how challenging it was. Let's face the reality. A lot of people were struggling. There were people that lost their lives. Family dynamics changed completely. So we're mindful of that. But I recognize that my sister took a challenging time and made it into something better. For not only herself, but for the people around her, for family, for friends, for the community around her. And so that's what I admire, because it could be easy to sort of just kind of fall into the negativity of the time and to lose yourself. But I feel like for her to be able to recreate and to create this brand of Red Gets Fit, that was something that is powerful. And here we are today. That's the whole reason, well, one of the main reasons why we're talking to you today on this podcast because it's been 3 years since my sister started her Red Gets Fit journey. And so now she reached a moment in her life, a milestone, I'm going to call it, that she's pregnant and she's going to step into motherhood. And that's cool. I'm not going to talk too much more about that. I'm going to let my sister explain. And that's what I really want to know. Like, we are talking about ready or not because sometimes in life, unexpected circumstances present themselves to you. And how do you respond? So, and at least my first question to you is, when you found out you were pregnant, what was running through your mind? Like, what did that feel like? What was all that?
Honestly, there was so many mixed emotions, and as soon as I found out, the first few things that I started thinking about was, oh my goodness, I just graduated college a year ago, not even a year ago, because it's going to be a year in May. I'm a teacher right now, and I work at a Catholic school, and instantly I'm like, I'm not married. That could be a problem. That's going to be a problem in my work, in my career. My fitness journey, I'm like, I just lost all this weight. I mean, I have been, staying consistent in these past 3 years. Now this is about to be a complete body change for me. And everything was just hitting me at once. And I'm like, I want to be happy, but I'm also very scared on this change. I just went through all these changes and now another big change. And this is like a life-changing thing that's happening now. And I just really did not know how to feel. Like, I was so overwhelmed with emotions that I didn't know whether to be jumping up and down or like, oh my goodness, like, am I going to be able to do this?
I hear you 1,000%. Oftentimes, it is an unexpected circumstance where you're not always prepared. And this podcast, that's what it's all about. It's about those unexpected circumstances. And it starts with this. My sister is in this journey where she is about to step into motherhood. And we understand that there are other people that might find themselves at different places in their lives where they are not prepared for what is about to be in front of them. But this whole podcast is about self-exploration. This whole podcast is about self-improvement. This podcast is about mental health too. But what I want to know now is, as you're getting closer to your due date, how do you find yourself? Like, what are your spirits? Red Gets Fit was your fitness journey. You were able to bring other people along on that journey. But now with Ready or Not, we're talking about pregnancy, we're talking about motherhood, and beyond. Do you feel like this journey has been independent? I don't know. Like, I want to be very respectful of what it feels like for you.
Well, this journey has been very interesting because it was such a change in the way my lifestyle was, with the being able to work out and the being able to do certain things, that now, since I'm pregnant, my energy is a lot lower. My emotions are crazy. So it's like, I had all these ideas of when I eventually, was ever going to be pregnant or have a baby, and what I was going to do and what steps I was going to take. Then now that it came so fast and I realized how tired and fatigued I was in the beginning and how I couldn't work out as much, and how much weight I was gaining quickly, it honestly made me feel like sad, a lot of sadness. And it makes you feel guilty when you're pregnant because you want to be happy. I told myself, I need to just be happy about this experience because it's happening. And you might as well, take this experience and do it in the most happiest way, because what else are you going to do? You can't change that, it's happening. So I just every time I have to realize that the weight gaining is because I'm pregnant. And it's not just because I'm choosing not to work out or I'm making these choices because I'm not determined or motivated, but it's been a struggle for me to kind of just understand that I'm pregnant and these changes are going to happen, and it's not it's because I'm making these choices to not do these things for me. Personally, I have been trying to work out